Brothers, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be reacting to y'all's unpopular opinions for One Piece. I put out a community post last week and we've got some interesting ones. When I said unpopular opinions, I didn't mean hot takes, and some of y'all, you know who you are. Y'all dropped some hot takes. So I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna read them, and I'm going to be polite ish, but also very honest about what I think about y'all's unpopular opinions. So here goes. This is gonna be a quick, fun, short little video that I just wanted to do just for fun. And honestly, whatever I say, don't take it too seriously. We all have our opinions. You're not gonna change mine, and I'm probably not gonna change yours. We'll just leave it at that. So the first one says there's maybe one or two rants in here. Momo and Kinemon are just as much Straw Hats as Vivi and Karu. I actually agree with this. I think they are honorary Straw Hats just as Vivi and Karu are. Yes. People who think Crocodile's devil fruit power was holding back the rain in Alabasta weren't paying attention to the story. Dance powder wouldn't be a thing if that were the case. But when was the dance powder made? That's what I want to know. That's an interesting one. Not sure how I feel about that. Caesar Clown has been far too easily forgiven by the fans for being objectively one of the worst or most evil characters in this series. At least we can rely on gangster Gastino to be decent. People forgive Caesar Clown? I haven't. He's off. Like, people forgive him? They didn't know that was a thing. But then, yeah, I guess if they're, I guess that would, why would you, he's done nothing redeemable, so why would you forgive him? Okay. The whole Crocodile is Luffy's mother theory is infuriating. I 100% agree. Yes. I agree, 100%. I don't even think that theory holds any sort of water, or it's just ridiculous. First assumes that the only secret Eva can possibly know is that Crocodile used to be a different gender, and then it assumes that he must be Luffy's mother because we haven't seen her yet. Yeah, like that whole thing is just wacky. Like, people went way off the deep end with that, and there in no way, shape, or form do I think that's even plausible. I agree with you on that. Pell not dying in Alabasta doesn't hurt or undermine the story. A heroic sacrifice doesn't have to be fatal, and consequence doesn't have to be either. I think that's fair. I agree on that. The One Pace version of the anime is a terrible idea that incentivizes new viewers to skip world building and character interactions in favor of the next fight scenes. If you don't want to explore the world, read a plot summary of each arc or watch AMVs. Not sure about that. I've never watched the One Piece version, so I can't really speak on it. But I do know that the anime is like notorious for its bad pacing and like how much recap it has per episode. So if the One Piece is just skipping all the recap, then I mean, I guess I can understand why people would do it, and that's fine to me. Who knows? I don't really have an opinion on that because I've never done the One Piece version of the show. So, next one. Say, I have a theory that Luffy's dream after becoming king of the pirates is to have a parade around the entire world. I don't know if I agree about that, but that would kind of be cool. Just parade himself around. I mean, I doubt that's what it is, but who knows? Luffy could definitely do that, or he could just have like a giant buffet. He could just want to have like a giant party and have a bunch of food. I mean, that's a fun one. That's a fun opinion. I like that one. I think Kaido's backstory was enough. The guy gave failed pirate vibes. You know, those bad timeline versions of the Straw Hats, kind of like that. In a different world with different circumstances, Kaido could have been something, but bro was just drunk. Oh, that's all I needed from him. Big Mom, on the other hand, I love more from her. She's the one that feels underutilized to me. I would have liked to see a lot more from Big Mom. Her storyline and her backstory was frightening but fascinating. I don't know about. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really thought about Kaido all that much, really, in that perspective, so can't really say I have a strong opinion about that. Chopper had more of a crew presence and better moments with this crew pre time skip, and post time skip, his focus is more towards the people on the islands, which the Straw Hats visit and, of course, use more as a mascot. I mean, I agree and disagree with this one. Like, he still has a presence and he still has moments with these Straw Hats. Like, yes, he engages more with the people on the places they visit, but he did that pre-time skip too. Like, major example, Thriller Bark. He did that so much in Thriller Bark, and even on Sabo when they were going to like the amusement parks and everything. Like, he did that already. So I mean, I don't know about that one. I mean, Punk Hazard, he definitely played a huge role and had a lot to do with the crew's interactions and the kids. Like, he had a huge role in Punk Hazard, so I hate to just like write him off as a mascot when he still is doing a lot of good things. But I can definitely see why people think he's just used as a mascot. I definitely think he could be utilized more. He's precious, he's a little baby, and I love him, but I do agree that he could be utilized more. Not sure about the other part though. That's just me. I love Sabo. I love the Sabo flashback scenes. Still, in my honest opinion, he felt tacked on. I mean, I love Sabo too. Love Sabo to death. Kind of, yeah, I can see, yeah, kind of he was tacked on, but I think his presence in the story is made up for that, so I don't have a problem with it. Oda too often in fights underutilizes abilities and boils down to attacking strong enough. Oda can write creative fights like with Usopp, but that it feels that he chooses not to due to deadlines. We need remastered fights. I mean, in some instances, yes, but some fights can be very creative. That's an interesting one. Then again, when I'm watching One Piece, I'm not watching it for the fights, so I'll just leave that be. I'm not going to touch that one. One Piece theories are usually much more inferior fanfics. Better wait until Oda reaches wanted points and then binge. There's so many other content to enjoy in the meanwhile. I have to disagree here. The theories that come from One Piece are some of my favorite things. A lot of them, they're so clever. Like, yes, there's some I don't like the crocodile being Luffy's mom. Like, that, there are some that I'm just like, what? But the theories that some people cook up are just fantastic, and I absolutely love to read people's theories and what their guesses are before it happens. So I say theorize. Theorize to your heart's content because it is fabulous and I absolutely enjoy it. Another unpopular opinion is Wano arc can be easily fixed by cutting Hiyori, and her screen time should be given to Yamato. No, absolutely not. I love Hiyori's storyline. Yamato had enough in Wano, as far as I'm concerned. I love Hiyori's moments. I love how she's introduced. I loved her whole story, and then how she confronts what's his face at the end. I block out Orochi. Yeah, I love that confrontation. And if it's just because, oh well, she didn't kill him at the end, that's a very bad reason. She still got justice for her family in her own way, and I absolutely love Hiyori as a character. That is not Wano's problem. No. That might just be because you like Yamato better as a character, and that's fine. You can like her better. But no, I definitely wouldn't remove Hiyori. Sanji leaving the crew was Robin 2.0, and it didn't bring anything new? Are you kidding me? Hard disagree. Hard disagree. First of all, Robin and Sanji's situations were wildly different. So saying it's Robin 2.0, no. And it didn't bring anything new to the story. Hard disagree, but that leads into this next one, which I 100% disagree on. Says you, I'm not even saying I because I can't say it. You hate Sanji and the whole Cake Island arc. At the time Whole Cake Island started, you were already on the fence about Sanji, and then saying that he showed that he learned absolutely nothing from Enies Lobby and didn't trust his captain. He attacked his captain when he 100% should have known that Luffy will make Sanji's problems his own personal problems and interfere no matter what Sanji had to say about it. First of all, it's a very bad misconception on that whole entire situation. It's not the same situation as Robin was in. Not the same. I don't have enough time to explain all of that, but I fundamentally disagree with everything you said there. It's just, you can have your opinion. Just know that I don't agree with it in any way, shape, or form. And you say the rest of Whole Cake Island was plagued by terrible pacing and endless running through forests, mirror worlds, and boats. Were you watching the anime or the manga? Because the manga didn't feel like this. While Katakuri was a decent fight, it was a great fight. It stretched on for far too long. What? Sanji gets a second backstory while Zoro still has a single episode chapter. If this is just jealousy because Zoro hasn't gotten as fleshed out, then that's one thing. But, I mean, Sanji's a great character. He's one of the most fleshed out and in-depth characters we get on the Straw Hats. And that's not a bad thing. Every character doesn't have to be as fleshed out as the others in order to make it a decent story. We got some information from Zoro on Wano. And no, it wasn't as much, but we still got some. But I very, very strongly disagree with that opinion. I disagree. I doubt I'm going to change your mind, but you're definitely not changing mine. It's definitely an unpopular opinion, almost a hot take, really. But it's fine. Say Big Mom is actually a great villain, better written than Kaido. You know what? I can agree to that. I can actually agree to that. I did like Big Mom's story a lot more than Kaido's. The fandom is too kind to Aokiji and even Garp. I love them, but they are complicit. Look at Fujitora, look at what a true Marine looks like, and all your excuses for them will melt in shame. That's funny. First of all, don't come at me for Garp, okay? I love Garp. Yes, in a sense, he is complicit, but I understand the struggle that he goes through. Both him and Aokiji. They both have so much more, they have so many stakes in it, especially Garp. And we see that most in Marineford and his struggle, because I just know that if Ace asked him for help, he would have helped. Because he has the honor of Marine, but the love of a grandfather, and those two clash together. Aokiji's lost a lot of favor with me, so it's fine. But Garp, I am a Garp defender for the rest of my life at this point. I love Garp. That might be an unpopular opinion of mine, but it's fine. I love Garp. But Fujitora, absolutely. Fujitora is a true Marine. I love that man. He is my favorite Marine out of everybody. He is my absolute all-time favorite Marine. I love Fujitora to death. Dressrosa with his introduction and everything. Loved him, loved him, loved him, loved him. Fantastic. He's the best. I do agree with that. Fujitora is the best. He is a true Marine. Tis true that Usopp started the fight because of his insecurity, but Luffy didn't deliver the news well, especially for a guy who's usually so emotionally intelligent. I 100% agree with this. Yes, the way I know what Luffy was trying to do when he was trying to break the news to Usopp about the going merry in a very casual way, but yeah, no, like he definitely missed the mark on that one and how he handled the situation, and then it just escalated out of control. 100% agree on that one. Carrot for Straw Hat is one I despise. Why? I mean, I doubt she would become, but why do you despise it? Like, that's such a strong word. Like, do you just, like, what did Carrot do? And then, Wano was Oda's worst. Are you joking? With long ring, long land on the table, you say Wano was the worst? You've got to be joking. Wano was in no way, shape, or form Oda's worst. Absolutely not. No. No. Absolutely. With long ring, long land right there? With that right there? Nah. The last one, I don't know if this qualifies as an unpopular opinion, but I haven't seen anyone else mentioning it, so here goes. Zoro is directionally challenged even though it's a gag, meaning that even before the time skip when he becomes partially blind, Zoro was a protagonist who represented disabled people. I've actually never thought about it like that. I've never heard anyone praising Zoro for being as strong and kind as he is despite his difficulties. Generally, people seem to misunderstand or overlook Zoro's numerous good points, unfortunately. He is so much more than just another cool character. You know what? I do 100% agree on this. People just like Zoro because he's either strong or something like that, and they miss out on a lot of his actual characteristics as a character. I do agree with you on that. For those who don't know or haven't realized, being directionally challenged, especially to Zoro's degree, is an actual disability in real life, and being blind from one eye is also a disability. You know what? That is an opinion that I have not heard before, but I like it. I like that one. I've never even thought about it that way before, but I mean, that could very well be part of his character, is that it is that. I know it's used for a gag all the time, but that's something I've never even thought about. I like that one. But that's the last one. Those were y'all's unpopular opinions. Some of them I could agree with, some of them I can understand to a certain extent, and some of them were just wrong. Some of them I just disagreed with. But that's all for this video. This was just fun. Again, don't take it too seriously. This was just a fun video. Y'all got to say some of y'all's unpopular opinions, and I just reacted to them and gave my own thoughts on them. So don't take it too seriously or too personally. We're just having fun here. But besides that, this was really fun. I enjoyed doing this. I might do another one in the future if this does well. If not, then this was just a fun one-off video. Other than that, be sure to check out my latest chapter reaction to One Piece 11-12. And then next week, we'll be doing the next chapter of One Piece, chapter 11-13. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be crazy. Absolutely crazy and wild, but I'm here for it. I'm ready, excited, and nervous. But thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one, scholars. Bye!